Hello, fellow shadows. I'm keeping that intro too. Hello, fellow shadows. Welcome back to another video. And this video, I'm going to talk about episode 4 of Loki, which is called the Nexus event. So, as we know, the world that the Lokis are on is going to die off because a meteor shower because of a moon is coming to it, and the TVA is still looking for the variants being the Lokis, Loki and Sylvia, or Sylvia, I should say. And they essentially do. They pinpoint the location they're at, the time that they're at, and essentially rescues them just to case them up. And they get handcuffed and collared. And that one woman that we see Loki fight in the first episode, shortly before he saw his entire his entire life playing out in front of his front eyes. We can see that she has some doubts about the TVA. And Loki tells Mobius that the TVA has been lying to him, that he had a life before joining the Time Bureau. And of course, Mobius doesn't believe Loki until a little bit later, after he's goes to that judge or the head of the Time Bureau, pretty much. That's that timekeeper second in command. She's reluctant to give him any information, so Mobius swaps out those data card transfer things, and it turns out that the agent that Sylvie mind controlled, that they were at the beach at the restaurant, mind control to get that information out of her. She was going on and on and on about how she remembers the life outside of the TVA, and I guess she got decomposed, and so Mobius figures that out. So after that, he believes Loki, and Loki and Mobius comes out. This woman that I was just referred to says, "What are you guys doing?" And then when Mobius says, "Oh, you remember that one question that you were asking me earlier about if I could go to anywhere, anywhen, I will go to my old life before the TVA to just scare whoever." And then he gets killed. And I admittedly did not see that coming. And the woman that Loki got into the fight with that I was referring to, she has numbers. I think her name is B15. I think that's her character name. She ends up fighting the TVA, trying to give Loki and Sylvia a chance. But at this point, the woman was I think her name was Hunter. The one I was referring to, that Mobius took her time capsule thing. She took, how do I say this? She took the Logis to the timekeepers, and that's when that one woman comes in and helps the Lokis. And this is pretty cool fight scene. And then Sylvie just spears at one of the timekeepers' heads. And before Sylvie was going to do it to the other, one of the other two, Loki says, "Stop!" And Loki was going to tell her something, Sylvie, guessing that he loves her. even Mobius, before he got killed, said, "Oh, you had feelings for her," which I'm not surprised that Loki developed feelings for himself practically, because Sylvie is a variant of him, which is why you guys hear me say when I like certain stuff, the Lokis besides Loki and Sylvie. But as Loki was going to tell Sylvie whatever he was going to tell her, which I'm guessing would be, "Oh, I love you," he gets killed by that one woman that Mobius took the time carrier thingamajig, and then Sylvie's gets the upper hand like this, and the woman says, "Oh, please don't kill me," or no, it's just like, "Oh, don't kill me." Sylvie says, "No, you're going to tell me everything." And then the credits goes around. But here's the thing. There's a scene after the credits, and I'm going to spoil the shit out of it. So you've been warned. Spoiler alert. Loki thinks he's dead. He wakes up wherever he was at this dystopia area, and he says, "Am I dead?" And there's like, I'm guessing these like other versions of Loki says, "No. Pretty much, if you want to live, come with us," type deal. End of the episode. So yeah, this episode is pretty good. Even though I'm saying this episode's pretty good, I still find the show to be decent. I'm saying decent, not good overall, because it still makes some unnecessary plot holes in the MCU. Like trying to fix a problem that never existed, ever. But, Loki is a pretty, I like this episode. It was, pretty good. At this point, I wasn't too surprised when Loki died and then came back to life. I wasn't too surprised because he died in Avengers 1. Not Avengers 1. Thor 1, 2, and 3. No, I actually don't. No, I take that back. He died in Thor 1, 2, and Infinity War. And then he still came back. Well, the Loki in Infinity War didn't come back, but he still... Loki as a whole still found a loophole. Hence, the Loki show. And, I feel bad because Mobius... I feel bad for Loki and Mobius. Because Loki finally had someone who really believed in him. I mean, yeah, sure, Sylvie might have started to believe in Loki, but he had someone other than himself and Thor who believed in him. And then moments later, after Mobius officially believed in Loki, that's when Loki gets killed. And yes, I'm aware my cat's behind me. Hey, Nemo, you're kind of photobombing my video. Here. Go play with that over there, okay? I don't want him to. Yeah, I don't want him to play because he has a weird way to play with his toys. So I'm just going to go shift my camera over here so you guys won't be distracted with Nemo. But yeah. So as soon as Loki had someone who believed in him, they died. And I feel bad for him. And I feel bad for Mobius because he was interested in a life, to return to a life that was before the TVA. And it was... I feel bad. So I do think, because I know this is going to be a 6-part series. So next week's episode is going to be number 5. So I know that I have a theory that of course Sylvie is going to team up with the Lokis as well to take down the TVA. This show is ultimately trying to justify there being a multiverse. But like I said, if the TVA decided to punish Loki for using the Tesseract to go back in time, they should get on Captain America's case, or Steve Rogers' case. Because he went back in time to go live with Peggy Carter. Which, as many people have said, pointed out, would have decreased their interest in trying to find his body, which led Steve Rogers into the events of the first Avengers, and after that too. So if the TVA really wanted to punish someone for shitting on the timeline, or risking shitting on the timeline, they should go after Steve Rogers, not Loki. That's just me, but yeah, I did enjoy this episode. The only theory I have was, I don't know how much of this you can call a theory, is Loki, the Lokis and Sylvie, or if you want to combine them, just Lokis, will team up against each other's. Even like, I think towards the end of the episode of next week, like within the last 10 minutes of the episode, they're going to find each other and team up against the TVA. And now, of course, episode 6 where shit actually goes down. And they'll be free. And, of course, that will essentially lead into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And maybe, who knows, maybe we'll get us Peter Parker tease, or a Miles Morales tease. Or Tobey Maguire Peter Parker tease. Or like Tony Stark tease, but not the Robert Downey Jr. A different actor playing Robert Downey Jr. from a different universe. That's my theory. Because they're already setting up the multiverse in this show with Loki and Sylvie alone. And then in the scene of the credits, Loki interacting with 3 different Lokis. So, what do you guys think of this episode, which is called The Nexus Event? Do you guys like it, dislike it, or anything about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. And I'll talk to you guys later. Later, taters.